What's up guys, welcome back to the Sound Design channel. My name is La. Today we're going to look at making a mallet sound in Serum. The sound that it's inspired by is a track called October by Icarus. So this is what we're going to be working on. Yeah, so it's a very organic sounding mallet, and it's made in Serum, so you can get pretty close to the real thing. But in all honesty, like if you want a mallet sound, it's good to get some real recordings of mallets, which I can actually point you in the direction of. So PML have a pack called this acoustic theme sample pack, and there is some really nice mallets and things like that in here. I think like this. They just have like the real organic tone to them. But if you want to emulate them with Serum, I'm going to show you how. And you can actually use these samples within Serum to make your sound more realistic. So yeah, this is the patch that we're going to be working from. So there is a preset pack that I originally based this from, which is from the Melodic House pack by FairCloud or by PML. And it was this preset called Energy. So I'll just reset it to this. And this is actually not too complex from the initial patch in Serum. All it is just a sine wave and then a really short pluck on it, or a really short envelope on it. And then there's a bit of chorus and a bit of reverb. But that's literally all that's going on here. But we can make it a little bit more mallet sounding. Oh, also, sorry, there is another thing here. We've got this bend going on. So if we have a listen to this now. It's like a really nice like pluck, but we wanted it to be more like a mallet. So if we just take off this bend, and you get that nice like simple, clean sine wave essentially. I'll take off the OTT so you can just hear it in its own purest form, but the OTT is not doing too much. Yeah, so that's actually like pretty nice. It works well. But if we wanted to make it into more of a organic mallet, then I would add this noise oscillator here, and I'm going to drag over a mallet sound. So like any of these, maybe this one. Put it into here, and this is what's great about Serum, that you can actually do this. And then we put it in so it's just playing the one shot, so it doesn't play like the full thing. And we're just going to attach this same plucky envelope, which has been set up here, to the level. Bring the volume down. Yeah, we need a bit more. I'm going to use this one because it's got a bit more of a obvious transient at the start, like that. And we just bring this volume down. You just want to do it so to taste. Like, you might want it like that, but maybe just a little tick is what I want. You can ignore this. We'll just remove it. It's not doing anything. So literally all we have is a sine wave and then this little noise oscillator pluck being attached. You can also do a little bit more, which is going to make it sound a little bit more human. And you just attach another envelope here to the fine tune. Bring this right down. Like, we don't want too much. We're just going to add a little bit of movement to the fine tune. And so with this envelope here, we make this into a pluck as well, like really short. You can hear it's adding a little bit of detune there. And then with the effects, we can leave them as they are. Maybe we just bring down the reverb a little bit and the chorus, and then just just fine tune the EQ on the reverb. So I generally don't like to have too much real lows in my reverb. Like anything around here, I don't really want in the reverb. And then just around here, you don't want too much of the real highs as well. It can just sound a bit nasty. So yeah, you just fine tune it around there, which is all good. Bring the decay down a bit as well. So I just want a sense of space, really. I don't want it to be like huge and cavernous, just because it's a clean like lead sound, really. You don't want it to be turning into a pad. So yeah, that is the sound essentially. You don't need to do much more. If you want to go a little bit further, what you can do is you just bring in this oscillator here, turn that to a sine wave as well. We can use, there's like a basic sine somewhere, I think, or we can use basic mini and just turn to this sine, something like that. And you want something that's not overly harmonic, like a sawtooth, because it will just be, turns it into something else. With that, we're going to bring the volume down, turn this to the fifth. The 7 semitones up is the fifth within every scale. And what we do is we just put a macro here. and we call this 5th. And then when you want a bit more of this, and for me, I think because of the way that the sine wave's formed here, I want it to be a little bit more simple. So we're going to go basic shapes and get a real, just clean sine wave. There we go. And that's nice. It's adding that nice tone to it. And that is the sound, essentially. You can go a bit further with OTT and just kind of fine tune it. This is just the default OTT. And all I've done is just bring up the amount here. And then I just took away a bit of the downwards compression in this middle section, which is like the main meat of the sound. I do want a bit of compression because it's going to be a bit resonant, which is why I put another EQ here to really just make it so it's a bit less sharp and a little bit less painful. But that's it. Cool. Thank you very much for watching this one, guys. I'll catch you in the next video.